Please enjoy it.
Yo, what is up guys, this is Kelvin, and today I'm bringing you guys my full review of the Anart sports camera. Now when we think of sports cameras or action cameras, the first company that comes to mind is GoPro. Now of course GoPros are really nice, but they are quite expensive. So if you're on a budget and you're looking for a sports camera, I really do recommend the Anart sports camera. Now the package for the Anart sports camera is actually quite nice. It comes in a hard shell carrying case with foam padding inside, so it keeps all your parts nice and safe. Now you do get the instruction manual inside along with the camera, the battery, and the waterproof carrying case, and a bunch of other accessories and mounts such as a 3M adhesive strips. You also do get a Velcro strap and zip ties along with a microfiber cleaning cloth for cleaning the lens of the camera. You get a tripod mount for the camera also, and also there is a micro USB cable inside with a charger for you so you can charge the camera. Now I recommend that you don't use the micro USB cable that comes with the camera because I did find that it doesn't work when I try to plug the camera into my computer. But that's about it. Now taking a look at the design of the camera, it really does resemble the design of a GoPro. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. This camera is mostly made out of plastic. You can get this camera in black or white, and it is quite nice, and you notice that it does have Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi on the camera does enable you to connect the camera to your smartphone. Now there is an app that you need to download within the instruction manual. Then after you download the app, you are able to connect to the camera directly. Now when you connect to the camera, there's really minimal lag with the app, and it actually works pretty well. You all have the ability to control the camera with your phone, so take pictures and video, and also you do have the ability to download the pictures from the camera straight over Wi-Fi onto your phone, which is actually really nice. My only problem with the design of the camera is that the port where the micro USB cable plugs into the camera and where the micro SD card slot is kind of exposed. So I do have a fear that the micro SD card slot might pop out, but it hasn't happened in my time of using the camera, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. The body of the camera does feel quite cheap, but there is a bit of head to it, so it does feel quite sturdy. The sensor in the camera is a 12 megapixel sensor. You can take 12 megapixel stills with this camera, and it does record at 1080 at 30 frames per second and 7020p at 60 frames per second, which is quite nice. The sensor is only 140 degree viewing angle, but if you do want 170 degree viewing, Anart does support that, so you can go check their website and get that camera if that's what you want, but that one is a bit more expensive. Now in terms of like waterproof case, it is quite nice. When I put the camera inside a waterproof case, it didn't get the camera wet or anything. I wasn't able to fully test this by dipping this into a pool or anything, but when I splashed water in it, the camera didn't come out wet, so I'm pretty sure the waterproof carrying case worked. The instruction manual doesn't give you detailed instructions on how to use all the accessories that come with the camera. You have to use your logic so you can figure out how to mount the camera basically anywhere. Now this isn't necessarily a bad thing for me, but if you're a beginner, it would be hard for you. But it's something that you can easily search up online and you'd be good. The camera does have a 1.5 inch screen on the back, I believe, and this is a really nice screen. You actually can't see it outdoors, so it does get quite bright. In the settings of the camera, you have the ability to change the exposure, and that's the only manual setting you have, unfortunately. And you also have the ability to change from recording mode from 1080p at 30 frames per second to 720p at 60 frames per second. And you also do have the ability to shoot time lapses and burst images, and you can change all of that in the settings of the camera. The menus are really simple, and you can easily change the date and time and all of this stuff. And you also do have the ability to timestamp your photos and videos in the settings of the camera, so that's quite nice. The battery inside the camera is a 900 milliamp hour battery, like I said, and it takes about 2 to 3 hours to charge, so it's quite a long time to charge. But then you do get about 1.5 to 2 hours, maybe sometimes 2.5 hours of recording, depending on what you're doing, which is quite nice. Also do keep in mind that when you put the camera inside the waterproof case, the microphone does get muffled, so you won't be able to hear sound from it as good. But overall, even the microphone from the camera is actually quite good. Now I was able to mount this camera on my lacrosse helmet and try it out with some sports. I also was able to DIY kind of a head strap with the included accessories of the camera. So like I said, if you're creative, you can find different ways to use the stock accessories. In terms of the video quality, it's actually pretty decent. The 1080p at 30 frames per second is actually quite nice. I don't believe this camera has optical image stabilization, so the video does look a bit shaky. The 720p video at 60 frames per second again is also quite smooth, and the quality isn't too bad. It handles exposure pretty well. I'm gonna leave some clips here for you guys to check out and see the video quality for yourself.
Wait, Nev, isn't that yours?
Oh, fuck. And yeah, as you can see, like I said, the video quality is good, and I really do recommend this camera. I mean, for a price of $70, you can't go wrong with it. I will have the links in the description for you guys to go check out Anart. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. If you want to give the video a thumbs up, give it a thumbs up. And anyway, guys, this has been Kelvin. Subscribe to the channel if you're not. Follow me on my social networks. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.